Hi friends, and welcome back to Shabby Chic Wonder. If you love all things cozy, vintage, and full of character, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into beautiful rustic outdoor decor ideas to help you transform your spring farmhouse porch and patio into a charming, shabby chic retreat. Whether you have a big front porch, a tiny balcony, or a backyard nook, I've got ideas that are simple, stylish, and totally doable. From vintage finds and soft florals to cozy textures and dreamy lighting, you'll discover easy ways to bring timeless beauty and warmth to your outdoor space. So grab a cup of tea, get comfy, and let's start styling your perfect spring hideaway. When it comes to setting the tone for a charming spring porch, soft neutrals paired with rustic wood are the perfect match. Creams, beiges, and warm whites create a calming palette that complements the rough textures of weathered wood. Start by layering your seating with linen cushions, add a worn wooden coffee table, and let the natural grain shine. The mix instantly feels both cozy and elevated, like it's been there for years, lovingly used and perfectly aged. This look is effortlessly inviting and so easy to build upon. A few soft tone throws, maybe a whitewashed bench or a pale wicker chair, and you've already begun creating that classic shabby chic story. And the best part? These pieces aren't just pretty, they're practical. Neutral backdrops allow you to switch out seasonal decor without ever clashing. Now let's bring in some charming vintage finds to add even more personality to this cozy base. Thrifted pieces are where the magic really begins. Think flea market crates turned into planters, antique watering cans filled with wildflowers, or rustic lanterns perched beside your porch swing. These little treasures carry stories, textures, and just enough patina to create that signature worn but loved look. Pair them with clean lines or subtle modern touches, and your space instantly feels both nostalgic and fresh. Balancing vintage with modern charm helps your decor feel timeless, not outdated. Try mixing metals, an old tin bucket next to a sleek white planter, or layering lace doilies over clean wood surfaces. These small, unexpected combinations are what give your porch a curated, lived-in feel. With your vintage base set, it's time to add depth with rich, tactile textures that make every inch feel thoughtful and layered. Texture is everything when it comes to creating a welcoming shabby chic space. Think of it like building a story. Each layer adds depth and warmth. Start with a jute rug underfoot, then toss a chunky knit throw over your seating. Add wicker baskets, linen pillows, or a mix of soft and rough textiles to make the space feel intentionally styled, yet cozy and relaxed. The beauty of layered textures is that they soften the rustic elements and make even the most weathered furniture feel inviting. Try combining soft florals with burlap accents, or a crocheted blanket draped casually over a faded wooden chair. These layers encourage guests to sit, relax, and enjoy the charm of spring. With your textures in place, let's turn our attention to the beauty of seasonal florals styled in unique, farmhouse-friendly ways. Nothing says spring quite like blooming flowers, especially when displayed in rustic galvanized tubs or vintage enamel buckets. These old-fashioned vessels instantly add a farm-fresh feel to your porch or patio, and they look stunning filled with tulips, daisies, or even potted herbs. Scatter a few around your seating area, or cluster them on a ladder shelf for a cheerful pop of color. Using containers like these lets your florals become part of the decor rather than just accents. Try pairing soft pinks and purples with muted greenery for a romantic garden feel, or go for bold sunflowers and white peonies for a brighter look. Either way, florals breathe life into your space, making it feel fresh and full of joy. With your blooms arranged, it's time to focus on creating cozy corners perfect for lazy spring afternoons. A comfy seating nook is the heart of any farmhouse porch. Whether it's a single chair by a potted plant or a full bench with a view, your seating area should invite people to linger. Start with a base, maybe a distressed wooden bench or a metal garden chair, then build it up with layered pillows, a lace-trimmed throw, and a small side table for your coffee or lemonade. It doesn't need to be elaborate, just thoughtful. Even a few carefully placed cushions in pastel hues can make a spot feel like home. Add a vintage stool or crate as a footrest or plant stand to round things out. These little nooks create a sense of intimacy and make your porch feel lived in. And once the sun begins to set, the glow of lanterns will add a whole new layer of magic. As day turns into night, soft lighting transforms your porch into a peaceful retreat. Lanterns, especially those with vintage detailing or a distressed finish, fit beautifully into the shabby chic theme. You can hang them from hooks, set them along the floor, or even place them on tables. Add candles or battery-powered lights inside for a soft, flickering glow that feels both romantic and welcoming. Fairy lights strung around railings or overhangs can also add a dreamy effect, blending seamlessly with your rustic accents. Use warm-tone bulbs to keep the vibe soft and serene. The right lighting not only makes your space feel magical, it highlights your decor beautifully, even at night. Now let's bring in some farmhouse personality with signs that speak to your style and spirit. Hand-painted signs and wooden quote boards are a fun way to express yourself through decor. Whether it's a classic, "Welcome to our porch," a sweet seasonal message, or a simple word like "gather," these touches add charm and warmth. Choose pieces with chipped paint, faded lettering, or stenciled fonts to match the shabby chic aesthetic perfectly. You can layer signs against walls, hang them from hooks, or lean smaller ones on shelves or steps. Mix in other rustic accents like old keys, picture frames, or even mirrors with distressed edges. It's these little details that give your space character and make it uniquely yours. And to keep that effortless look grounded, we'll now bring in nature-inspired touches that feel organic and calming. Natural elements help connect your decor to the outdoors and keep things feeling relaxed and real. Dried flowers in mason jars, branches in old vases, or driftwood on a side table add quiet beauty to your porch. These materials don't need to be perfect. In fact, their imperfections are what make them beautiful. Incorporating nature is also a great way to keep your space feeling light and uncluttered. Stick with a soft, earthy palette and simple forms. A bundle of lavender on a tray, a sprig of eucalyptus in a jug. It's the smallest things that can make the biggest difference. Next, we'll turn to antique pieces that carry their own history and add timeless charm to your outdoor haven. Repurposed antiques bring soul and character to your outdoor decor. An old wooden ladder can become a plant stand, a vintage window frame can hang as wall art, or a worn shutter can act as a backdrop for seasonal wreaths. These salvaged items don't just fill space, they tell stories and ground your design in authenticity. You don't need a lot, just one or two standout pieces can shift the whole feel of your porch. Keep an eye out for interesting textures, chipping paint, or faded colors that match your color palette. These details echo the romantic, well-loved feel of the shabby chic style. And now, for the finishing touch, let's add a fresh pop of greenery to breathe even more life into your spring farmhouse setup. A little greenery goes a long way in softening rustic elements and tying everything together. Think cascading ivy in a chipped terracotta pot, rosemary in a metal planter, or even faux eucalyptus tucked into a basket. Green adds vibrancy to your neutral palette and enhances the relaxed, lived-in feel of the space. Use plants to fill empty corners, frame seating areas, or bring symmetry to your porch layout. Don't worry about perfection, it's the slightly wild, overgrown look that makes it feel real. With that final pop of life and color, your spring farmhouse porch and patio are complete. Charming, cozy, and beautifully curated with love. And there you have it, 10 charming ways to give your spring porch and patio that dreamy farmhouse feel. From layered textures and antique accents to soft lighting and natural greenery, each piece adds a touch of warmth and wonder to your outdoor space. I hope you're feeling inspired to create your own little shabby chic sanctuary this season. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more cozy DIYs and decor tips, and drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your favorite idea or see what you're working on at home. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video on Shabby Chic Wonder. Until then, stay cozy and keep creating.